What's up everyone, and welcome to this episode of Revive Outdoors. I am super excited to be going over the FLATED truck topper with you today. If this is your first time tuning into our channel, I just wanted to say thank you for stopping by. In this episode, I'm going to go through how to install the topper, everything that comes with the topper when you buy it, and then go through some of the features of the topper. If you have any questions, please comment those below. If you haven't done so yet, please hit the subscribe button, as that helps us out a ton, get this content out to more people. If you see me change outfits through the video, it's because I lost audio on the first take and I'm going to be piecemealing it together. So just enjoy the ride as we go through it. I don't think I've been more excited for a product this year to demo for you. If you want to learn more about Revive Outdoors as we make a positive and eternal impact through conservation, you can go onto our website at reviveoutdoors.org. But in today's episode, what I'm going to do is start by just blowing the topper up. I'm going to show you what all comes in the topper, and then that way I can then take you into installing the windows and installing the topper on your truck. If you're watching this video and you're looking at a truck topper by FLATED for your specific truck or specifically for the Maverick, good news is they're all the same. They just come in different sizes specifically for each truck bed. So the Maverick is a 4.5 foot truck bed, and this topper is specifically designed for it. If you have a bigger truck, they make toppers specifically designed for yours. If you do have any questions that I don't hit through the video, please let me know and be happy to answer those for you. But let's go ahead and jump in. As you open up your box, you're going to see that it comes with several different things. I just kind of wanted to go over everything that comes in the box. So the first thing that's going to come in the box, obviously, is your topper. It is going to be pre-packaged in the FLATED carrying bag for you. So you're just going to unbuckle that, unroll it out, and blow it up as you've seen already in the video. It's also going to come with this really long strap. So this strap will go around the tailgate, has Velcro on it. That way you can Velcro this lip of the back window so the water goes off of it and not into your truck bed. And then you have the pump and tube that it's going to come with, really easy to inflate with. And then it is going to come with this repair kit. Inside the repair kit, you're going to see a few different things. One thing you're going to see is this tool to tighten and loosen your valves. You shouldn't ever need that, but in the event you did need to tighten up your valves, you have it. Then it is going to have J-hooks inside. As we dive into the installation of my truck specifically, I didn't use the J-hooks because I have tonneau covered bed rails that I utilize where you would typically put these J-hooks. You have the glue, you have some patches, you have some Velcro pieces, and then you have more J-hooks. Another thing that you don't see here that is already on the truck is it comes with 6 straps. So 3 on one side and 3 on the other. And you will be able to see exactly what those straps are in the installation portion of the video. And then one thing that it does not come with that is sold separate is this weather stripping. This weather stripping is optional and it's not needed for every truck. This is to go against the front cab of the truck to prevent water from coming off that back window area into the truck. The Maverick does have a little bit of water intrusion, so you might want to go ahead and get this weather stripping. It is sold separately. You can also pick up this weather stripping at your local auto parts store, as well as permanent Velcro. So if you don't want to use the strap around the tailgate, you can go and get Velcro and permanently place it on your tailgate. I'm not going to install that Velcro strap today because I am going to be putting permanent on my tailgate for this lip. That is going to be everything that comes in your FLATED purchase, and then the weather stripping again is sold separately if you do need that. But let's go ahead and dive into the installation of the truck topper. Once you have the topper inflated and in place, it's really easy to kind of see how the windows are going to go on. You're going to lay the windows flat out in the sun or the air for quite some time after they've been unboxed. But then once you're ready, all you're going to do is take this lip of Velcro right up, and then you're going to put it right back down on this. You always know exactly how they're going into place because you have the FLATED logo in the corner there. You want to make sure that's just upright. You're going to make sure you're firmly pressing this Velcro, and then you're going to make sure that you're really spreading out as much as you can to reach the edges of these window seams. You're going to make sure you line up everything nice and neat, get it really tight and smoothed out so air's not going to get in behind it. And then you're just going to tightly go across here and Velcro it in the rest of the way. And then once you have that on, you're just going to fold down this lip here, pull it down nice and good so it gets sealed tight, no water gets in behind there. And then you're going to move on to the rest of the windows. Once you position your truck topper into place after you've blown it up, you want to kind of temporarily set it on your truck and then go ahead and install that front window. The side windows can wait until you have the entire thing secured. And then as far as the mounting location goes, again, you're going to have this D-ring right here. You're going to have a D-ring underneath this window, and you're going to have a D-ring on the front. It's going to match the same exact way on the front, middle, and back on both sides. If you're specifically working with a Ford Maverick, these are going to be your locations. Here is the D-ring to this front hook that is already in place. If you are running a tonneau cover like me, you are not going to use the J-hooks. Then you're going to have to use your tonneau cover rails in some way or finagle that J-hook around. I didn't need to do that because I just utilized the clamps for the tonneau cover. But if you are not using or don't have tonneau cover rails, you're going to just hook that to that D-ring, use that J-hook that comes in the package, hook it to that bed rail and secure it down. And then this last one, if you're dealing with the Ford Maverick, it's going to go down here to this hook. All trucks are different, but all of them have some type of strap hook that you can attach to, usually in the front and the back. Biggest thing is I want you to see is this is not crank down on. You don't want to crank down on these in any way. You just want to get it secure, and you'll feel that topper when it gets secure and it's not going anywhere. So just make sure you're not over cranking down because you don't want to cause any damage to the topper in and of itself. And then as far as the features of the topper goes, you can see here it has some pull down straps on each side, and these pull down straps right here simply allow you to roll up that window. I've got it flipped back, but if it was a windy day, that would be throwing that window down. So you want to make sure that you know about these and you're using these anytime you have that window rolled up. And then you have these screens that can be removed on the inside. They're like a bug screen. And then you have your permanent windows on the outside that can be removed. So if you want a breeze to go through but you don't want bugs to come in, you can take that out and make sure you leave your screen, but you can take that permanent window out. Up here in the front, you have a couple of pouches. Here you have a D-ring for more attachment points. And then, you know, with my specific setup with my tonneau cover, which I have a video on, I already have a light in here, so at night I can turn that on if I need to. Ford Mavericks comes with 12 volts DC on each end, and then you have this flex bed option that you can plug in some other things with. But if you have any specific questions to how this connects in the bed that I didn't hit or didn't provide a video on, please let me know. I'd be happy to get that to you. But extremely easy installation from start to finish. The first time it took me about 20 minutes just because I wasn't really sure what I was doing. But now if I was to take it back off, put it back on, it would probably take 5 to 6 minutes total from airing up to installation. It's really quick, really good, and really appreciate the quality that they've put into it. But let's go ahead and jump to the outside of the topper. I want to show you what's on top and then the windows outside as well. Again, when you're installing these windows, to make sure you're installing it the right way, you're going to just follow the Velcro lines. So the double-sided Velcro is going to go in line with the double-sided, or the seal for the double-sided Velcro, and then your logo is going to be upright. Have everything nice and secure, You're gonna do that front window lip, and then you're gonna bring this one down onto the top. We're gonna flip on over to the other side and do the same thing. Again, if you remember, you wanna make sure double-sided Velcro matches and the FLATED logo's upright. So once you got that right, you're gonna peel back these Velcros. Go ahead and install your window. As you can see here on the top, it has 4 D-rings and 2 handles. I'm going to be putting a DAC mid-size truck tent over the back, attaching them to the D-rings here and then the D-rings on the side. I know some of you are probably wondering why in the world would I go with an inflatable topper versus a permanent one, and that is really easy for me. It's easy to take on, take off, and it's really easy to store away. 99% of the time so far, I have ran a tonneau cover, but I wanted a truck topper option for when I go out of town and I'm sleeping in the truck overnight. I've been sleeping in the cab a few times. It is not very comfortable, so I wanted to sleep in the back bed. Of course, the Maverick is a 4.5-foot bed, and I am taller than that, so I am going to have to figure out some kind of canopy system that goes over the back just to make sure I'm not exposed to the elements, but I will figure that out. I just mainly wanted the room in there. If you're driving a bigger truck, you don't have to worry about that. But the FLATED truck topper gives me the ability not to fully commit to a truck topper to permanently have on my truck, because if you have one that's permanently made, you got to find somewhere to store it if you ever take it off. You usually need people's help, or you need some kind of rack system or pulley system for it. And so this is very similar to like a soft topper on a Jeep. It's very easy to install, very easy to take off. It's going to take probably about 5 to 6 minutes once you know what you're doing with this. The first time is going to be a little bit more involved, but with it having separate inflated channels in it, you have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 separate chambers that you can inflate. It makes it a really cool system and really easy to deflate, but easy to put back together as well. But that's the reason I'm choosing it. I know if you're probably watching this video, you're trying to decide. Price point is always one, and then just the permanent fixture versus non-permanent is the reason that I went with the FLATED truck topper.